Works fine.
Check, check, 1, 2.
Check.
Check, 1, 2.
Check, check, check. Yeah, you should be. Turn mic 2 down just a little bit. I'm coming in really hot. Yeah, that's better. Up a tad. That's good. Yeah, I'm surprised that we're not coming through on the live stream, though. The home crowd's filled in a little bit.
Yeah.
Not coming through? What a funny part of the song.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today as the Mount Union Purple Raiders women's basketball team takes on the Westminster Titans here at the McPherson Athletic and Academic Complex. My name's Davis Roby. I'm actually doing play-by-play today with my color commentator,
Riley Sullivan.
Well, Riley, it's good to have you here. I know basketball isn't your expertise, but here you are.
Yeah, basketball not really my typical wheelhouse. I'm coming over from the football stadium. You might know me as the color commentator for 91.1 WRMU football. Gotta love calling the Raider football, but also gotta love calling the women's basketball games. It's gonna be a fun game here today. The home crowd is filled out nicely, and we're definitely ready for the holidays. Good family atmosphere in here today.
Yes, sir. So today, started with Westminster. Last 3 games. December 1st, Washington and Jefferson took a loss there, 59-60. Then they went on the road to Thiel, lost 58-52, and then actually finished up on December 11th against Geneva. They set a new single-scoring game record for most points in a game, which is with 102. They won 102-80 against Geneva. Riley, going back at that last game against Geneva, what are some standout players from that game for Westminster?
Yeah, absolutely. You got to look at that game. Natalie Murillo has been the one to watch all season. She set a career high in points with 32, a career high in rebounds with 20, and she had 5 assists in that one. Mackenzie Powell also had a big night with a career high in points with 15, 8 assists, and 7 rebounds. And you can't forget Lindsey Bell, who grabbed a career high 18 rebounds in that contest against Geneva for Westminster.
Yeah, and you can see Westminster just absolutely took over that game, and it was just no question who was going to win. But yeah, if you're going to look at Mount Union's side of the ball, the last 3 games, played Heidelberg on December 4th, won 74-44. Played John Carroll, the number 4 team in the country at that point. December 8th, lost 69-56, and then December 11th at Ohio Northern, lost 59-35. Now, Purple Raiders coming in the day, 2-5 overall, 1-3 in the OAC. What were some of the highlights from the last game, Riley?
Yeah, looking at the last game, Izzy Palamone led the way. The senior had 11 points and 8 rebounds. Corinna Maynard also pitched in 8 points and 2 assists, and Emma Cannon finished with 6 points and 7 rebounds in that one. And unfortunately in that last game, it was just a little slow offensively to begin the game. They failed to record any double-digit points in both the first and second quarter against Ohio Northern. And then the Purple Raiders took off in the second half. So this women's basketball team definitely shows that they can get really hot on the court, competing with teams like John Carroll for a majority of the game. But if they get cold, some teams have a chance to compete and put them down. But a very talented roster for the Purple Raiders nonetheless.
And just to highlight a few players from the Purple Raiders, we got Emma Cannon, who's been averaging just over 10 points a game. Obviously, Riley brought up Izzy Palamone. She's averaging just over 8.5 points. And unfortunately, Kelsey Glass is not playing in today's game against Westminster Titans, but she is averaging just over 6.5 points. So as we take a break, we're going to take a break for the national anthem. We'll come right back. And now, coming back, the starting lineup for the Westminster Titans. Number 0, Megan Polchinski. Number 1, Brenna Davis. Number 14, Camden Hergenrother. Number 20, Natalie Murillo. And number 35, Lindsay Bell. Westminster Titans is led by their 20th head year coach, Roseanne Scott, as well as assistant coach, Megan Sefcik. And now for the Mount Union Purple Raiders, we have number 4, Gretchen Koken. Number 5, Emma Cannon. Number 10, Corinna Maynard. Number 21, Izzy Palamone. And number 34, Sarah Meach. They're led by head coach Susie Vanette in her 17th season, as well as assistant coaches of Abby Bartshevetsky and Erica Johnson.
Going to be a pretty tight game here today, if I had to guess, Davis. Westminster coming in with statistically the most dominant player on the court today with Natalie Murillo. But tenacious, looking at this Purple Raider defense, they're a little bit more tenacious on that side of the ball than Westminster. Mount Union coming into this one, forcing their opponents into turning the ball over 9.5 times a game, they get 9.5 steals a game and 3.7 blocks a game so far. Westminster coming into this one averaging 8.5 steals a game and only 1.8 blocks per game. So look for Mount Union's defense to try and neutralize Murillo in this one early if they want to have a chance.
And you bring up a great point, Riley, because honestly, the Raiders' defense this year has been pretty good, and they're looking for their defense to really make a statement in this game and see where they can go. But here we are, Izzy Palamone standing up for the jump ball for the Purple Raiders. And then we have Lindsay Bell going up for the jump ball for the Westminster Titans.
As we set up for tip-off, Bell with the 1-inch height advantage over Palamone.
And Bell wins the tip. Megan Polshalinski with the ball, giving it to Camden Hagenrother at the top of the key. Takes a screen from Lindsay Bell. Hagenrother trying to figure something out at the top of the key. Gives it to Brianna Davis. Gives it back to Camden Hagenrother for 3. Misses. Izzy Palamone with the rebound. Izzy Palamone dishes it off to Emma Cannon at the top of the key. Dribbles. Izzy Palamone up for the layup. Misses. As the ref says, it goes off of the Westminster Titans there.
Yeah, good help defense there by Murillo. She saw that Palamone had a good mismatch in the key and came over for the clean steal.
Gretchen Koken in the post, goes up for the shot, misses, but the ref says she got fouled.
Yeah, they'll call that all day, an easy foul there. Just trying to work her way into the post with an elbow, but a whole lot of contact on the shot. That'll be an easy 2 for Mount Union at the line.
Lindsay Bell with the foul, her first one of the night. As Gretchen Koken misses her first free throw. Seems like she's warming up for her second one. And nails the second free throw. Mount Union up 1-0. Camden Hagenrother at the top of the key. Up for a three-pointer. Oh, passes it off to Natalie Murillo at the top of the key. She's looking for a screen, looking for some moves to be made here. Up, she drives in the lane, kicks it out to Brianna Davis. Up for the jumper, misses. But the 2 Mount Union players, Gretchen Koken and Corinna Maynard, can hit each other and accidentally hit the ball out.
Yeah, just unlucky running into each other, both hustling after the rebound. Mount Union's going to have to be careful here, though. Hergenrother getting a lot of space off of these screens behind the three-point line. If she starts hitting these threes, and speaking of the devil, Hergenrother with a massive three there, but if she starts hitting these threes, Mount Union could be in trouble.
Yes, Hergenrother off balance and, looking good. Oh, Emma Cannon at the top of three. For three. Emma Cannon for three.
Big response
her first points of the night. As Cameron Hergenrother takes it up. Dishes it out to Brianna Davis in the post. Up for three. Hergenrother, she misses it. Izzy Palamon with the rebound as she fights for it. Dribbling it down the court. She sees Corinna Maynard to the wing, and Hergenrother knocks it out of bounds.
Yeah, Hergenrother should definitely let those rip all night. She's gotten a little bit of space. She's missed 2 of them, but if I'm the Titans head coach, I just say keep letting them go because she's got the space so far. Mount Union doing a good job cleaning up on the rebounds, though.
And there's a substitution made by the Purple Raiders. Madison Hensley comes in for Gretchen Koken. Emma Cannon at the top of the key, passes to Hensley. Corinna Maynard at the wing. Izzy Palamon down low, passes to Emma Cannon. Emma Cannon looking for something. As she passes out to the top of the key, Corinna Maynard drives. Kicks it out to Emma Cannon. Just Meach. In for three. Sarah Meach with her first points of the night from three.
And great ball movement by Mount Union. None of these players deciding to settle on a shot. Good job to find Meach for an open look after staying patient.
Ooh, Hergenrother with the nice little no-look dish there to Lindsay Bell in for the easy layup. Emma Cannon passes out to Izzy Palamon as she goes up strong, misses the shot, goes up strong again, banks it in for an easy 2 points right there.
Great hustle by Palamon. They're identifying her as someone they want to stop on Mount Union. She's drawing double teams here early.
As the ref calls for a foul, number 22, Madison Hensley picks up her first personal foul of the game as we see another substitution by the Mount Union Purple Raiders. Sarah Meach going out for Coletta Miller out of Minerva High School. As Hergenrother takes up the ball, passes it to Megan Plashonsky, passes it back. Joe at the top of the key looking for something. Passes it to Brenda Donna Davis. As Megan Plashonsky takes the three, misses wide to the right. Madison Hensley with the rebounds, dribbling down court. Passes it to number 20, Emma Cannon at the top of the key. Corinna Maynard. Emma Cannon down low. Nice pass. In for the easy 2.
Great job by Cannon to stay composed there. She took a hand to the face as she went up for that layup. Good follow through on the contact.
Megan Plashonsky up on the ball with the key. Looking for a screen, looking for a pass. She gets Camden Hergenrother, but they call her out of bounds.
And I like the full court press from Mount Union here. Definitely trying to cause some mistakes for Westminster and make them uncomfortable. It's working so far.
And like you pointed out, Riley, you emphasized their defense before the game even started, and it's showing right now, up 11-4. Emma Cannon at the top of the key as she takes the three. Why? 3 for Emma Cannon at the top of the key. Great bucket. Raiders up 14-4.
And Westminster might have to take a timeout soon here. Mount Union rolling offensively and defensively in this one.
Camden Hergenrother at the top of the key. Passes it to Natalie Murillo. And for the easy 2. Corinna Maynard dribbling up the court. Passes it to Coletta Miller at the top of the key. Passes it to Madison Hensley off to the wing. Madison Hensley gets a screen from Sarah Ruppert. Corinna Maynard. Oh, Sarah Ruppert in the post. Looking for a post-up move. Backs up, gets her block shot. Shot blocked.
And good job by Bell to not bite on the fake there and able to block the shot easily by Ruppert.
Hergenrother passes it out to Lindsay Bell. Passes out. Lindsay Bell back up at the key. Megan Plashonsky looking for something. Passes out to Brianna Davis. Misses the wide open 2. As the ref points to Mount Union ball. bunch of substitutions coming on for the Purple Raiders right here.
And I respect the hustle by Polchinski there, but the ball bouncing off of her as it goes out of bounds. I think that if she would have kept away from that one, it would have been out on the Raiders.
Substitutions made by the Raiders. Maddie Miles comes in. Devonna Nash comes in. Gretchen Koken comes back in. And we're seeing on the first time on the court, Katie Clark. As Gretchen Koken gets into the paint and gets an easy bank off the glass.
And there goes the timeout by Westminster. Very good call there. Mount Union just using their size in the post so far to bully the Titans into creating some good space for shots. Mount Union, most of their points either coming from behind the arc or in the paint. And when teams are rolling on both sides of the offense like that, you can get into trouble fast here, and Westminster finds themselves in a 10-point hole early. What do you think of that timeout, Davis?
Well, as you can see, I think, Rosanna Scott just is feeling like nothing is getting developed on offense, and I think she just is trying to come up with a game plan in order to break this press because it's been so great throughout this whole game so far. I know we're only 6 minutes into the game, but if the press keeps up like this, they'll win by a lot more than just 10 right now. They're up 16-6.
I agree. I think that Westminster has to try and develop some sort of rhythm offensively if they can. Then they stand a good chance of coming back into this game, but that full court press has prevented that. All of their buckets coming on openings more so than momentum.
As coming back from the timeout, we've got Natalie Murillo taking it down the court, loses the ball, but off on the Purple Raiders.
Yeah, I love the inbound design there by Westminster. Get the ball in the hands of your best player down court. Just dribbling the ball a little too high. And another great steal by Mount Union.
Devonna Nash with the steal, picking it out. Retbart, Devonna misses the shot. Calling the foul on Mount Union.
I think Nash was expecting the shot from Repart, but I like the pass there. Very fancy. She would have been draped.
It looks like that foul was on number 3, Maddie Miles. But coming in the game for Westminster, you got number 15 and number 2. Number 15, Mackenzie Powell. Number 2, Maria Vincent. As Hagenrother drives down the court for the easy layup, gets blocked by Gretchen Koken out on Mount Union. Westminster ball.
That defense continues to annoy Westminster. Great shot block by Koken.
Murillo trying to find someone open. Finds Bell on the post. Hagenrother. Refs called for a travel. Mount Union ball. Hagenrother just got a little too antsy there, Riley.
Yeah, she had an open lane to the basket, and that's the first look that Westminster has had in a few drives. Happy Feet gets the foul, though.
Koken on the wing. Up for 3. Sorry, not for 3, but for 2. Hagenrother driving down the court. Dissing it off to Murillo. Murillo trying to look for something. Passes it off the Bell. Takes the jumper. Misses it at the elbow. Gretchen Koken with the rebound. She drives down the court. Maddie Miles at the wing. Trying to drive in. Gets blocked. Gets her own rebound, though. Stays with it. Gets it off to the elbow. As Mount Union now gets called for a travel.
And that drive was defined by that block by Hergenrother there. An absolute denial. And that's a big play there, I think. That halts Mount Union's drive and gets the ball back in the hands of the Titans. Maybe a little bit of a momentum shifter here to close out the first quarter.
And you're bringing out some great points, Riley. It's all about building momentum and, trying to stop your opponents as much as you can, just like any other sport. All right, coming in for the game for the Westminster Titans, we have number 3, Jocelyn Janda. She drives up the court. And the refs call out of bounds on Jocelyn Janda. Mount Union ball. Maddie Miles passes out to Devonna Nash. She dribbles up the court. We got it in the post. Vittantonio trying to look for Katie Clark. Clark dribbles. Koken at the top of the key. Looking for a shot, looking for a pass. Passes out to Devonna Nash. Back to Clark. Maddie Miles at the top of the key. Looking for Vittantonio. Vittantonio trying to drive. Couldn't get anything. Maddie Miles at the key. Koken for 3. She makes it. A nice three by Gretchen Koken right there.
Not only a nice three, but looking back to that defense by Devonna Nash, she caused the turnover that led to the three, and she's played excellent defensively so far in this one. Two steals by her.
As the refs call a foul. And it is on number 4, Gretchen Koken. Making a substitution, Westminster is. Maria Vincent at the top of the key, passes it out to Jocelyn Jonda. Passes it down low, but gets the ball stolen. Vittonio with the steal. Devonna Nash going down the court, passes out to Gretchen Koken. Vittonio at the top of the key, had a wide in the three. Back to Koken as she drives. Out Vittonio gets tipped by Emily Hess, but it is still Mount Union ball.
Yeah, heads up play by Emily Hess, just put her hands in the air. The ball came from behind her, and she was able to deflect it without even looking at it.
Haley Haywood in, passing the ball out of bounds from Mount Union. Right to the Devonna Nash, and gives it back to Haywood. She's trying to look for someone. Back to Nash at the top. She drives. Devonna Nash with the shot, misses. And Westminster gets the rebound. Camden Hagenrother takes down the court, passes to Maria Vincent, passes it to Jocelyn Jonda. Back to Vincent, back to Hagenrother. As she drives. Nice, easy layup for Hagenrother right there, Riley.
Yeah, Hagenrother, the most consistent weapon so far for Westminster. And Cannon gets a wide open drive and one.
Nice little blocking foul right there. Gets Emma Cannon to the line.
Emma Cannon with a massive first quarter already with 10 points.
Now, to keep this score up right now, Riley, Raiders up by 13, 21-8 with just under a minute 45 left in this first quarter. What do you think the Raiders need to do in order to keep this scoring pace up?
Well, I think they need to keep this pressure up defensively. I just don't think that Westminster is going to be able to play a full game with as much energy as they need to keep up with the full court press. The same could be said for Mount Union, but defense has definitely been their strength so far. If they keep sharp on defense, I think they'll be able to close this one out. But they've put themselves in an excellent position, giving themselves a little bit of an insurance line in the first quarter.
And, you know, we talked about earlier at the beginning of the game where they scored 102 points their last game. So maybe it's a little bit of fatigue from the game, but as Brenda Davis gets called for the travel, Mount Union ball, Haley Haywood out for the pass, or excuse me, for the inbound.
And I think that Westminster is going to start to key in on Emma Cannon. Don't be surprised if some more Raiders get involved offensively. Great steal there.
Hagenrother laying her body on the line right there. Go for the jump ball. Still Mount Union basketball.
Yeah, Hagenrother playing one heck of a basketball game here, though. Putting up 5 points offensively in the first quarter out of the Titans' 8, as well as putting up a good defensive performance with a few steals. Gotta love the hustle from her today.
As there's a substitution for Westminster as Natalie Murillo comes in for Emily Hess. Karina Minard, you can go to Vittonio at the elbow. Looking for someone. Gives it out to Sarah Meach to Emma Cannon. As she drives with the floater, misses the shot. Westminster with the rebound. Hagenrother taking it down court. Trying to look for something or someone. Murillo drives in, fakes it, comes back out. You got Lindsay Bell in the post. Go for the jumper, in for 2. Great shot by
yeah, good job by her to create some separation there with the hop step, but you're going to need more buckets like that. Great drive.
Emma Cannon misses her own shot, gets her own rebound, and the ball is poked away by Westminster. Still Mount Union basketball.
Yeah, Bell, I think, is going to be Westminster's second best option to get in this one with Hagenrother. She's good at creating space, and she has a lot of length on a lot of Mount Union's players. That length is going to help them get back into this one.
As the pass gets intercepted by Westminster, and Hagenrother gets an easy layup on that coast-to-coast right there, Riley. Haywood for 3. Just missed. Westminster with the rebound. Yes, a very good look. Murillo down the court, dribbling. Looking for a screen or a play. Passes it. Hagenrother, Murillo. Goes in for the drive. As she misses the layup, Emma Cannon going down the court, looking for options. She takes it herself.
Oh.
Misses the layup. As Haywood goes in for the jump ball and gets it with Lindsay Bell. It's going to stay with Westminster. But Mount Union gets possession first with the ball in the second quarter now with that jump ball.
Yeah, huge play there by Haywood. Heads up defensive play. And she's had 2 or 3 good defensive plays here since she's been substituted in. So good substitution there by Susie Van Ett.
As Maria Vincent comes back in the game for the Westminster Titans. As Hergenrother steals the ball, or not steals the ball, but gets the ball. As she shoots, misses the 3, and that is the end of the first quarter. Now, Riley, what do you think Westminster needs to do in order to get back into this game against the Purple Raiders?
Well, I think they just need to take better shots overall. Defensively, they've had a lot of pressure from Mount Union, and instead of taking these wide open looks that they're getting, they're trying to drive into this defense, and that's just not what they're able to do well. Mount Union putting up a very good performance from the likes of Emma Cannon. Kelsey Glasses play good defensively, and I'd especially like to highlight Devonna Nash for her defensive performance in that first quarter. I mean, Westminster, you just have to find some sort of rhythm offensively, find some good looks. I think the best look that they had the back half of that first quarter was the drive from Hergenrother, as well as that fadeaway 2-pointer from Lindsay Bell. Get to that point in your offense, just keep feeding those looks. That's what you need. Cameron Hergenrother, the high scorer for the Titans in this one with only 7 points.
And when you look at both the last games for the Purple Raiders and for Westminster, obviously, we've talked about it, scored 102 points last game. But Mount Union only put up 35 points against Ohio Northern, and they're only 13 points away after the first quarter of hitting that mark. And, you know, looking at both opponents right now, Mount Union seems to be dominating so far.
And Mount Union came into this game shooting only 22.5% from 3. They've been lighting it up from 3 today, so if the shooting stops and cools down a little bit, Westminster has a chance to come back in this one, but Mount Union has to keep feeding the hot hands on their team here.
Corinna Maynard at the top of the key, passes it to Izzy Palamone. Emma Cannon wide open underneath, in for the easy jumper.
And Emma Cannon hasn't taken one bad shot tonight. Her looks have been consistently good, and she's made most of them in this one. That's why she's the leading scorer in the game with 13 points.
Megan Plaszowski with the ball going in for the drive, dishes it out. As the ref says there is a travel on that play, Mount Union basketball.
Yeah, and the ref's stingy on the travel calls in this one. Nobody's getting away with even half a step out of line.
Corinna Maynard passes to Emma Cannon. Emma passes it back to Maynard. Meets with the screen. Hodick. Emma for 3. Misses. Hagenrother driving it down the court. Passes it to Vincent. Maynard with the block. Hodick taking it up court. Izzy Palamone calling for the ball as Hodick stops the ball. Maynard back to Cannon. Cannon drives it up back to the wing. Hodick to Meach. Meach looking inside at Palamone. Palamone to Maynard. In for up for 3. In! Hit the front of the rim and went in, Riley.
Yeah, nice bounce there for Maynard, and back-to-back big plays on the defensive side and offensive side of the ball for Maynard.
Hagenrother taking it. Mario in for the layup and miss. Meach with the rebound, taking it down court. Hodick finds the wide open Emma Cannon as she looked for a jump shot right there, but didn't like her option. Palamone in the post. She drives in, saying that the ball went off of Westminster. Still Mount Union basketball.
Yeah, Palamone wanted the shot, the foul on the shot, but Bell able to knock the ball away cleanly out of bounds.
Maynard to Hodick. Hodick going in for the drive. Off the board. Didn't get it. Rebound for Westminster. Hergenrother going down the court. Driving. Looking to see her options now. Lindsay Bell passes it to Murillo at the top of the key. Westminster just trying to find something at this point. Hergenrother. And for the jumper, missed. Hodick with the rebound, driving down the court. Oh, nice steal by Hergenrother right there. She goes in for the layup. in for 2 for Westminster right there.
Yeah, Hergenrother continues to have a great game as she reaches 9 points.
Corinna Maynard for 3, in for the Mount Union Purple Raiders.
Wow.
It was a great shot by Corinna Maynard, wide open at the top of the key. No defensive pressure at all right there, Riley.
Yeah, and I have to remind everyone watching and listening again, Mount Union women's basketball came into this game shooting 22.5%, and I can guarantee you that they are way over that mark today as they continue to light it up from three-point. Corinna Maynard, Emma Cannon, Gretchen Koken, all of them have hit a three-pointer at this point. Even Sarah Meach, I believe, has hit a three-pointer, so a lot of people lighting it up from behind the arc.
Yes, and that's a great point. Great thing to point out there, Riley, as the timeout has just ended and seeing more basketball right now. Looks like the refs are discussing a few things before the inbounds.
And Murillo still really quiet in this one, just not very tall, and her wingspan's a little bit shorter than most of the players on the court today. I think that's had an effect on how many points she's been able to score.
Murillo with the ball, looking for options. Brianna Davis looking like she's posting up right there. Got it in the post as she looks for something. Hudick on her as Hudick gets called for the foul right there.
Yeah, gonna get the push from behind, not allowing the offensive player to back into the post.
It's the first foul called in this quarter so far. Mount Union up 30-14. Just over 7 minutes left to play in this quarter. Right on to Davis with the ball. Passes it to Bell. Bell looking. Murillo on the wing. Now at the free throw line, looking to drive in. Easy 2 for Murillo right there, Riley.
Yeah, good bucket, and if she gets going, Westminster could go on an offensive run here.
Koken at the top of the key. Palamone looking for options. Hudick cutting in. Koken on the wing. Double teams. Palamone wide open. Koken missed it. Hudick. Emma Cannon. Back to Hudick. Hudick for 3. And that's in! Three-pointer for Bailey Hudick right there. Wide open for 3.
And women's basketball cannot miss from 3 today.
Devonna Nash pressured hard right there as she forces the ball to go out of bounds.
Yeah, they're going to call a kicked ball out on Mount Union, so Westminster retains possession.
As the substitution is made for Mount Union and Westminster, number 20 for Mount Union, Coletta Miller comes in for Emma Cannon. And number 0, Megan Polshinsky, goes out for number 15, Mackenzie Powell. Hergenrother looking to make some moves. Murillo for 3. Hits the front of the rim and out.
You can tell that Murillo just wants to pull the trigger on some of these shots so bad, but they're not the type of looks that she really wants.
Palamone in the post. Nice pass by Hudick to get over the defender and in for 2 for Mount Union. It's a great pass right there.
Beautiful pass, just able to avoid the defender's fingertips by inches.
Gretchen Koken called right there for the reach-in foul. That would be her second foul of the game.
And I like to see Mount Union playing aggressively still, even with a big lead.
Jocelyn Jonda comes in for Natalie Murillo, as well as Katie Clark comes in for Hudick, and Haywood comes in for the Purple Raiders as well. Powell with the ball, looking to create something against Haywood. As she picks up her dribble, gets pressured. Hagenroth gets double teamed right there by Mount Union. As she drives the lane, Bell wide open underneath, in for an easy 2.
Hergenrother put on the Jets there. I don't think anybody realized she was that fast with the ball in her hands. Great escape from the double team.
Palamone with the ball, out to Clark. Clark driving in, going in strong, gets it stripped. as it's off of Jocelyn Jonda. Still Mount Union basketball as another substitution for the Purple Raiders comes in. We got Maynard coming in for Nash, and we got Reppert coming in for Palamone.
Really young look on the court here for the Raiders as they have 2 freshmen forwards.
As Emily Hess is coming in the game for Lindsay Bell. It was a nice try right there by Corinna Minard, but it gets actually kicked out of bounds by Westminster, still Mount Union basketball. It's like the refs are waiting for something. All right. Maynard looking for options. Has Haywood underneath, but passes out to Clark on the wing. Haywood. They call Haywood for the travel after she caught that ball right there.
Yeah, surprised that they called her for the travel. I thought there was only 1 foot that moved, but
Jocelyn Jonda with the ball. Looking for options. Surveying. Passes to Brianna Davis. Back to Jocelyn Jonda at the top of the key. Looking to pass. Hergenrother for 3. Misses. Westminster with the rebound. Davis puts it back up and actually gets fouled by Mount Union.
Great rebound by Davis. Able to push through a double team and a box out to get that one. And the hustle keeps the chance to score alive. Both teams still fighting really hard.
As that last foul was on Jenna Reppart. Davis makes her first free throw. And the second one is also good. Mount Union still up 35-20 with 4:40 left in the second quarter. Reppart in the post, passes out to Haywood. Haywood for 3.
Oh.
Just missed. Gathered rebound by Westminster. Hergenrother driving down the court. Looking for options, looking for something. Passes it out to the wing. Ooh, and gets blocked. Mackenzie Powell blocked by Mount Union. And gets the call charge as well. You're right, Riley.
Yeah, that's the right call right there. Planted feet outside of the box. No movement and a big charge there for Westminster as they have a chance to.
Whether Clark has the brace or not on her knee, she's definitely going to lay her body out on the line no matter what. Clark with the ball, driving in. Passes it out. Haywood. Maynard for 3. Hits the front of the rim and out. Westminster with the rebound. Davis driving it down the field. Not the field, but the court.
And
gets hit. Surprised it wasn't foul. At the Hess. Hess for 2.
There.
Misses. Clark with the rebound. As she passes it to Reppart in the post. Reppart going. Reppart posts up. Misses her too. Rebound Westminster. Hergenrother going down the court. She drives in the lane. Easy 2 for Hergenrother as the ball did a little bit of a spin right there around the rim, Riley. Maynard driving. Katie Clark with the ball. Reppart with the screen. Clark loses the ball for a moment. Gets it right back. And for Haywood. Haywood looking for options. Pick up her dribble. Maynard try to go underneath. We got her pass. Tipped it. Hess. Missed shot.
Just ran out of room.
Maynard. Katie Clark. Up to Reppart. Reppart in for 2. Easy bucket. Jenna Reppart wide open in the bottom of the post. As Mount Union puts on a hard press right here. Westminster breaks it. Hergenrother. Nice bucket by Hergenrother.
Yeah,
just got the ball.
bucket.
Catch and shoot right there.
I mean, fantastic defense there from Reppart, too. Pressing on her and a hand in her face. Just good shot.
As Haywood is yet again called for the travel.
I didn't see the travel there at all. I think that they're getting a little bit close on these travel calls.
And it looks like Westminster and Mount Union making subs for almost all 5 of their players on each side of the ball.
And Mount Union's going to want to get their starters back out there. They've lost a little bit of that lead since the reserves came on.
Westminster. Polchinski with the ball. Looking for her options. Waiting for something to happen. She gets a screen. Drives. stops. Bell with the ball. Murillo down low against Maddie Miles, as Miles is called for the foul. Murillo going up strong on that one, Riley.
Yeah, she wanted that space in the post. That's clearly where she's comfortable. And she finally got a little bit of it. I'd rather see a foul than an open bucket, so I'd say that that's a good foul there by Maddie Miles.
As substitutions for both the Purple Raiders and Westminster. Maddie Miles out for the Purple Raiders.
And Murillo comes into this game shooting 84.6% from the free throw line.
As the second free throw from Murillo is in. Maynard going down the court. Hudick wide open. Stops, take a jumper, in for two.
Great shot. You have to hit those open in space.
Polchinski with the ball. Being guarded by Emma Cannon. Gives it to Mackenzie Powell. Dishes it out to Murillo. Murillo looking. Driving. As Hudick comes in, Powell for two. In for the easy jumper right there.
Yeah, good help defense from Hudick. You just have to complete the steal or force a jump ball.
Corona Maynard. Out to Sarah Meach. To Izzy Palamo. Hudick. Then to Corona Maynard. Set screen by Izzy Palamo. Looking for the post. As she turns around and tries to make that shot. Misses. Gets her own rebound. Meach gets her missed shot. As Westminster finally gets the ball. And Bell looking to pass it. Murillo going down the court. As she passes it to Jocelyn. Bailey Bell with the step back, just missed. Emma Cannon with the rebound. Karina Maynard. To Meach for three. In for Mount Union. Sarah Meach with the three-pointer right there.
Yeah, and that's her second three of the game. That's the only place she shot from is beyond the arc.
As Mount Union's putting up a press right here, confusing Westminster. Murillo on the wing with the ball. Looking for someone open. As it was an errant pass by Jocelyn Jonder right there to Mackenzie Powell. Mount Union basketball. Mount Union up 42-28, 33 seconds left in the second quarter.
And Mount Union probably going to hold this possession as long as they can and force Westminster into a quick bucket at the end.
Karina Maynard, Palman on the elbow. Back to Hudick. Hudick top of the key. Ooh. Gives it to Emma Cannon. Izzy Palomone in the post.
They call another
As
travel.
They call for a travel. Riley, I didn't see a travel there either.
No, I think they're definitely stingy with the travels. Even if these players are sliding before they go for their dribble, I think that they're going to call it a travel.
Polchinski trying to get rid of this Mount Union press. Passes it off to Bell.
Yeah,
Bell back to Polchinski. Back to Murillo for three. Misses. Emma Cannon with the rebound as the second quarter has ended. And Riley, with Mount Union being up 14 points right now, what do you think are some key components that have led the Raiders to be at this point?
I mean, there's only two things to talk about, really. One's the full court press. That full court press defense has worked wonderfully all game. They've been able to cause a lot of turnovers and force some bad shots for Westminster. And the second is the three-point shot. Mount Union clearly ahead in three-point shooting in this contest. Excellent shooting so far, especially from players like Sarah Meach. Sarah Meach, Emma Cannon, and Corena Maynard, all of them hitting some big threes at big times to keep the lead pretty substantial in this one. The Raiders up 42-28 at halftime.
And with that being said, Riley, what do you think Westminster can do to try and get back in this game as well?
Well, first off, Westminster has to keep getting the ball to Hergenrother. Hergenrother, obviously the best offensive weapon they have today. She's been on it offensively and defensively. But you also have to get Murillo involved in the game a little bit. She's supposed to be one of your best players, and she's been cold in this one. Not very many good looks for her. So try and get her a little more involved with a little more space to get those shots in that she likes to shoot. I mean, Murillo comes into this game pretty good offensively. She's shooting 53% on the year, 44 of 83 on her field goals, 9 of 20 for 3 coming into this one, and 33 of 39 from the free throw line. So try and get her some more efficient buckets. I'm sure that the reason she's been lacking offensively is that the looks just have not been the same today as they have been all season.
And with that being said, we will be back for action in the second half. Mount Union leading 42-28. ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the McPherson Academic and Athletic Complex. Here for the start of the second half and third quarter of Mount Union women's basketball against the Westminster Titans. Now, Riley, looking back at this first half, what stood out to you the most with Mount Union?
Yeah, Mount Union's defense was really good. They forced Westminster into a lot of tough shots and bad mistakes, but also they shot lights out from the three-point line. I don't think I've ever seen any Mount Union team shoot this well from three-point in a first half. They were 8 for 11 from three, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different Raiders made a three-point shot in that first half. So it's not just coming from one person. As a whole, this team was electric from behind the arc, and that is a big reason why they have the lead in this one.
And you hit the head right on the nail, Riley. And the three-point shooting's been phenomenal, to say the least. And overall, Mount Union coming into the game only shooting from three at a 22.5% mark. So in order for them to jump from 22.5 to 72 is pretty phenomenal.
Yeah, definitely something unexpected. I don't think Westminster expected to have to be worried about the three-pointer at all today. And now, all of a sudden, Mount Union's taken off on the three-pointer. I think this second half, you might see them make some big adjustments defensively and try and limit these perimeter shots from Mount Union. They're going to try and force them into some drive-in layups or some mid-range jumpers, because Mount Union's been very effective inside the paint as well, with 14 points coming in the paint. So, I mean, if they're not damaging you from three, they've been making everything inside the stripes. So you have to be worried if you're Westminster. A big lead for Mount Union. But if you come out here and play pretty well defensively and force Mount Union into some bad shots of their own, and then get your best players going like Hergenrother and Murillo, you have a pretty good shot here. Lindsey Bell hasn't played bad either. She's got a lot of length on the floor, unlike any other player today. So Westminster with the shot to come back in this one, especially if they can get Mount Union to cool down offensively.
And just looking over a few games in the OSC today, Ohio Northern traveled to Columbus to face the Capital Comets, as they're up 36-15 at halftime. Baldwin Wallace also takes the trip down to Columbus, as they are up at halftime against Otterbein, 37-24. And Heidelberg traveled to Muskingum today. And we actually saw Heidelberg knock off, the men's team. Men's basketball team knocked off Mount Union's basketball team. But on the women's side, Muskingum is up 24-18 at halftime, as the second half is about to begin here. Riley, what do you think Mount Union needs to do in order to, keep this lead, of course?
I think that they need to keep that full court press up, but they need to keep rotating players in and out from their bench so they can stay fresh. If Mount Union's players are well rested throughout this entire game, I think they'll be able to burn out Westminster. Westminster's played a lot of the same women for the entire game. I mean, just give me 1 second to find my stat sheet here.
It looks like Westminster used the same 9 players, as Mount Union has used 14 total.
Yeah, exactly. In Westminster, 3 of their players have been on the court for more than 15 minutes already. Not a single Mount Union player on the court for more than 15 minutes. Lindsey Bell, Camden Hergenrother, and Natalie Murillo all have been on the court for over 15 and a half minutes already.
As the second half begins, Murillo with the ball to Davis as she drives in for the layup. Missed. Koken with the rebound. Koken looking for someone to pass to here. Out to Maynard. Ooh, little bad pass. Maynard gets the ball. Palamone coming up for the screen. Meach down the Palamone. Palamone received the ball. In for the jumper and missed.
Yeah, surprised there wasn't a foul there. Palamone up through some pressure.
Hergenrother passes out to Polchinski. Polchinski, as the refs called a travel on Polchinski right there. And like you said, in the first half, Riley, the travel calls really in this game, hit or miss, right?
Yeah, I'm guessing it's from all of these jump cuts maybe. That can be my only explanation, is when these women are jump cutting or they're shuffling a little bit before they take a dribble, that has to be what these refs are calling it on, because that's the only movement we're seeing before the dribble for either of these teams.
Emma Cannon missed shot. Goes out of bounds. Westminster ball. Hergenrother with the ball to Murillo. Murillo looking for someone. She drives in. Dishes it out. Hergenrother for three. It hits the front of the rim and out.
Yeah, that was a really deep three there for Hergenrother. Mount Union forcing these bad looks to start the second half again.
Murillo inside, tried to get the post up on Meach, but couldn't get the ball in. Palamone going up to Cannon. Cannon in for the layup. Easy two-pointer right there.
Yeah, Cannon had a step, and she knew it, calling for the ball a little bit before it gets there, still with enough speed to get past the defender.
Polchinski with the ball. She passes to Murillo. Passes it to Davis. Going down the court. As she stops. Passes it to Polchinski. Polchinski to Bell. Bell with the shot. Out. Mount Union rebound. Maynard.
Yeah, Bell with a good shot. Just a little too strong on that one.
Emma Cannon for three. In! Another three for Emma Cannon right there. As Mount Union puts on more points, extending their lead to 19 points.
Emma Cannon having herself a game to remember with 18 just 2 minutes into this third quarter.
Hergenrother with the ball to Murillo. Murillo at the top of the key looking for something. Stops the dribble. Back to Hergenrother. Hergenrother at the wing. Bell calling for the screen. Hergenrother takes it. Murillo down low. As Gretchen Koken just sticks her arms out and takes that ball. Koken. Back to Maynard. Maynard to Cannon. Koken called it in the post. Uses the post move as she gets fouled. Misses the shot, but is going up 4-2. Foul's going to be on Polchinski right there for Westminster.
And Mount Union starting off hot offensively again as the Titans struggle to come out once more. I just think that they have to be used to way more space on the offensively than what they're getting today. Mount Union's defense has been smothering, and it's pretty obvious that they're having a hard time driving to the hoop with as much pressure as they're facing.
As Gretchen Koken's first free throw went in, and her second one does as well, as there was a substitution before the free throw, which was Manny Miles coming in for Sarah Meach, but now we have Madison Hensley coming in for Gretchen Koken. Polchinski with the ball. Passes it to Murillo. Murillo looking for options. Polchinski. Polchinski to Hergenrother. Hergenrother for the two. In for Westminster. A little bit of a defensive breakdown right there for Mount Union.
Yeah, and I think Mount Union's just comfortable letting Westminster take those types of shots. They'd rather let open a wide open three than an easy basket.
Maddie Miles with not the great pass, but got her own rebound. Palamone inside, in for the shot, misses the layup. Bell with the rebound.
Great move, just caught the back of the rim instead of the back of the board.
Murillo gives it to Hergenrother. Hergenrother to Murillo. Murillo on the wing for three, as she just missed it for Westminster. Emma Cannon try to force that pass right there to Palamone.
Yeah, and triple team there.
As something happened, Hergenrother looks a little shaken up after that play.
Hergenrother took a hit to the face there.
As no foul was called, but they did call a travel on Hergenrother, as looks like she's going to have to be subbed out.
Yeah, Hergenrother looks like she's in some pain, maybe an eye poke it looks like.
And it looks like Mackenzie Powell is going to come in for Hergenrother.
Yeah, Hergenrother definitely took a strong hand to the face. We'll keep an eye on her as she takes the end of the bench.
And you saw right there, Riley, Rosanna Scott kind of talking to the ref. And, you know, obviously she saw the play better than both of us and most of the players. So, obviously having a discussion with the ref right there. But Mount Union basketball anyways. Maynard. Back to Miles. To Ruppert. Ruppert loses the ball. Hensley. Clark. Clark looking to drive in. Clark. Miles for three. Just hit the front of the rim and out. Natalie Murillo with the ball. Polchinski driving in. Polchinski misses the easy layup right there.
Yeah, you got to make looks like that. That was the best look Westminster's had in a minute.
Hensley for three. In! Another three-pointer for Mount Union as Hensley knocks down the bucket for three.
Yeah, and I don't even think Westminster can believe it. They're jawing a little bit between themselves. I think that they're stunned that Mount Union's been shooting like this from the three-point range.
Well, if you thought Mount Union could improve upon that three-point percentage, well, you're right, because now they're shooting at 75% instead of 72. But foul on the court on the Purple Raiders, on Jenna Repart, as Devonna Nash comes in for Corinna Minton.
That'd be Repart's second.
Murillo, first free throw, missed off the side of the rim.
No, it's not surprising for Repart to be leading in fouls on the court right now, or tied for leading in fouls on the court. She's just one of those longer players with bigger, longer arms, so she's reaching a little more than these other players can defensively. Sometimes you end up getting a little bit of contact.
As looks like, all right, game on. Devonna Nash passes to Clark. Clark looking to pass here. Oh, gets Hensley right open in the middle. In for two, Madison Hensley.
Just great off-ball movement there by the Raiders to keep trying to find someone open. Eventually they find Hensley open after she loses her defender in traffic.
And I think the great part about where they are in the game is they're allowing their freshmen and their sophomore players to come into the game and actually get some playing time, get some experience, and that's what you always need from your younger players. Yeah,
definitely, and these younger players have been playing pretty well off the bench, especially defensively.
Mount Union up by 23, about 4:45 left. As Westminster misses a few shots as Mount Union comes down with the rebound. Repart to Clark. Clark giving it to Miles. Miles loses it as Westminster comes up with the ball. We got Kinsey Powell with the ball as she's looking for some kind of play right here to Vincent. Just Mount Union defense just playing really well right now. Just Titans cannot get anything on offense. Emily Hess drives in, posts up the shot, misses, gets her own rebound, gets blocked. Oh, but they called it a foul.
And again, Repart caught with the foul. I mean, not much you can do. I thought that was pretty good defense.
I also thought that was pretty clean myself, but Repart getting subbed out for Vitantonio. And also, looks like Sarah Meach is coming in the game for Maddie Miles. So a few substitutions right there by the Raiders.
Yeah, Sarah Meach kind of gets lost on the floor. You forget about her a little bit. Just when she lulls you to sleep, she's been able to hit a big three-pointer in this game. Look for her to come off the bench and have a big impact here in the end of this third quarter.
And you're right, Riley. She's just kind of that sneaky player that, like you said, you don't really, know. And when she does make a shot, you finally recognize her. As Murillo makes both her free throws, or as Emily Hess, makes both her free throws. Vitantonio to Hensley. Hensley looking for the three. Picked up her dribble to Nash. Nash to Clark. As Clark loses the ball, goes off herself, Westminster with possession.
Mount Union.
Go ahead.
Mount Union stretching their lead to 21 now. The score 54-33.
Jocelyn Jonda with the ball. Passes it to Powell. Passes it to Vincent. Vincent down low to Murillo. Murillo looking for some kind of post move right here. Couldn't get the shot. Hess puts it right, gets the rebound, puts it right back up for a foul.
And Emily Hess has really been working the board here in this third quarter. Clearly winning the rebound battle this quarter is Westminster, as they've had a lot of second and third chances thanks to Emily Hess.
And Emily Hess making a pretty good impact in this game so far, as she's only a freshman coming in, first year on the program. And as of late, a few past minutes, she's been playing really well, Riley.
Yeah, absolutely. Emma Cannon subbed back in for Mount Union, too.
That's with their second. In. Mount Union up 54-35. Hudick. Hudick looking to Vittantonio in the post. Vittantonio passes out the Meach, passes Nash. Nash in for three. Didn't make it. Vittantonio, good hustle by Vittantonio, trying to get that ball as Mount Union's sideline or bench calls the timeout right there. It was a good call.
Yeah, and a great heads-up play there, not only by Nash, but head coach Susie Vanette knowing that, my player has possession, call the timeout now. Great hustle play there by Mount Union and a heads-up play by the head coach.
And during this break right here, Riley, obviously Westminster down by 19 points, and who knows, they could come back, they could not, but looking at it, doesn't look too confident right now. But if you're Westminster, what do you think you got to do to disrupt Mount Union's offense ability? Because it's been unstoppable so far this game.
Yeah, I don't know what you can do. At this point, you can't allow them to shoot any more three-pointers. The three-pointers killed you all game, and you can't allow them to get any easy buckets in the paint either. I say force Mount Union offensive players to the sideline and make them take these baseline jumpers. Mount Union has not shot good from the baseline at all this evening.
Meach down low. In for the layup, easy two right there for Sarah Meach. There you go, Riley. There you go, pointing out Sarah Meach, and she makes a bucket.
Yeah, good fake to the inside and then a layup. Oh, and Emma Canna called for a foul, but that could have been a great defensive play there.
And you're right, Riley. Emma Cannon called in for the reach-in foul.
Yeah, I thought that was clean on the inbounds, but
as it will be bonus time for the Westminster Titans. Mount Union with 5 fouls in this quarter alone. And that's only Emma Cannon's first foul of this whole game.
Yeah, and that's huge for Westminster, though, to get into the bonus. They're going to try and draw a lot of fouls throughout the end of this quarter and into the fourth. One way that they can go or get back in this game is, 1, hitting the deep ball, but 2, getting to the line, just getting everything called as a foul and making your free shots.
Powell, with their first free throw, makes it. Going up for a second. Also gets that one too. As Nash taking up the court to Hudick. Hudick looking for options to Cannon. To Nash. To Vittantonio. Vittantonio looking to Meach. To Hudick. Oh, still Meach. Still Meach. Nash trying to drive in. Oh, takes a nice little Euro step right there, but just misses the layup.
Great move to the bucket. But like you said, just barely misses the layup.
Davis up top of the key to Bell. Errant pass off of Mount Union. Still Westminster Titans ball.
But yeah, that was one of the nicest drives to the bucket I've seen in a while. Devonna Nash having a really good game so far. No points, but I mean, look outside of the stat sheet a little bit. She's hustling on the court and playing really good defense.
Murillo driving in on Meach. In for the layup, just misses. As Hudick with the ball. Passes it, Nash open. As she had an open 3 right there, but decided not to take it to Cannon. To Hudick on the wing. Back to Nash down low. Nash sizing up. As she loses the ball, and it gets it out of bounds as well. It's going to be a Westminster ball right there.
Yeah, I don't like that mismatch, Nash on Murillo. Nash, a smaller player. I want her in space. She's super quick and has great handles.
Hergenrother going down the court. As Westminster looks to set up their half-court offense right here. To Bell. As Murillo tries to cut in, but cuts back onto the wing. Picks up her dribble. Back to Hergenrother. Bell with the screen. Hergenrother for 3. Hits the front of the rim. Bell with the rebound. Hergenrother with the ball. Bell back to Bell. In for the easy 2. Great ball movement by Westminster on that play right there.
Yeah, excellent pass by Hergenrother. She's been all over the place offensively and defensively. She's now lined up with Emma Cannon, and a huge three.
And there you go, Riley. Sarah Meach yet again with another three-pointer.
And that's 5 points alone in this quarter for Meach.
Powell with the ball. Maria looking for something after that huge Mount Union three. Cuts back from the screen from Bell. And there is a foul on Emma Cannon right there.
And it's definitely going to be an off-ball foul. Emma Cannon nowhere close to the ball on that one.
It is actually on Allie Hudick.
Okay.
Apologies.
That makes more sense. It makes more sense. I wouldn't have been surprised, but it would have been off ball. But Westminster, they're going to have to keep drawing these fouls. I mean, they're bringing the deficit down just a little bit, but Mount Union shooting the lights out in this one as Meach exits the court. And I can't believe that my prediction came true of her having a crazy quarter. She ends this quarter going to the bench with 11 points officially.
And, you know, you've been bringing up her three-pointers, and she's actually 3 for 3s and 100% tonight. So Meach looking really good starting tonight as Emma Cannon gets the rebound off of the missed free throw from Murillo. Passes to Koken. Koken looking to Miller. Miller to Palomone. Palomone in the post. Gets it stolen by Murillo.
Yeah, Maria with some great physical defense just rips the ball away from her there.
Hagenrother with a beautiful reverse layup on the baseline right there.
Yeah, and Westminster starting to pick up some momentum to close the third. I still think that the deficit's a little too big to come back from in just one quarter, but still some signs of life from the Titans.
Maynard for three, misses. Cannon looking for the rebound. About 8 seconds left to play in the game. Palomone in the post, tried to get something as she is fouled on the shot.
Yeah, definitely some reach in there. Good job to go up with the shot, knowing you had contact, and go to the line for two. Let's take a look at Izzy Palomone's year from the line so far. So far, she's 6 of 14 from the free throw line this year, an official shooting percentage of 42.9. But a very small sample size. Mount Union, not a team that typically draws these shooting fouls and goes to the line.
As, you know, bringing up the bad free throw percentage, but Palomone makes her first one. And, you know, throughout this game, Izzy Palomone, one of the better players for Mount Union, hasn't played too well today, actually. Only 2 for 9. Obviously, just hit those 2 free throws. She only has a total of 6 points. But her impact. Oh, wow. A nice three by Hergenrother right there to end the quarter. And big for Westminster right there.
Yeah, absolutely. What a shot by Hergenrother. And she continues to have a huge game with 20 points at the end of the third quarter. I mean, she's been pretty much Westminster's only source of consistent offense in this one. Not something that we expected at all.
And with that, Hergenrother not only leads her own team in points scored in the game, but she leads all players in points scored in the game.
Yeah, and Hergenrother not even mentioned in that last game story where, you know, they Westminster set a school record for points scored in a single game for their women's basketball team last game with 102, and Hergenrother not even mentioned in that write-up. She did not have that huge of a game. I mean, you could have fooled me. She's going off in this one. She's looked fantastic, and what a buzzer beater. That's got to be the best shot we've seen all game.
It definitely is, and not only that, Riley, it is Westminster's first three-pointer of the game as well.
Yeah, that's true. Westminster's been absolutely limited from the three-point line, but one huge shot to end the quarter, and that brings their deficit down to 16. So, I mean, it'd be one of the more improbable comebacks we've ever seen. 16 points down to start the fourth quarter, but Titans, they finished the third quarter really hot there. I think Mount Union's going to come out with their starters and try and set the tone early in the fourth quarter.
And as you say that, Riley, looks like only Emma Cannon and Coletta Miller are on the floor for the Raiders, who are not in their starting lineup to start this game. Maynard with the ball to Miller, back to Maynard as she's looking to pass to Koken. Maynard sets a screen for Cannon. Cannon with the ball, then Palomone. Then a bounce pass to Miller, in for Palomone. Oh. Just too hard off the glass.
And that was
as
a great
Miller's
move.
Miller's shot gets blocked. Hergenrother with the ball.
I thought Palamone was going to get that bucket in. What a great move to get to the hoop.
It definitely was a great offensive draw-up right there. As Westminster with the ball, driving in. Easy two, and the foul. Westminster quickly picking up some momentum right here with that shot at the end of the third quarter, and now the and one to start the fourth.
Yeah, Westminster trying to crawl their way back into this one, that's for sure. And 2 back-to-back threes is going to be the way you can do it.
With Murillo missing the free throw right there, though.
Yeah, that hurts them a little bit. You need every single point you can get from here on out if you're the Titans.
Koken to Cannon. Cannon looking for something. Maynard.
Oh,
got the pass stolen right in front of her by Hergenrother. As it goes off of Hergenrother's foot and out of bounds.
Great job to steal it back by Maynard. I mean, Hergenrother all over that pass straight into her hands. Good to see her come back off the bench and play really well. Worried about her being injured there for a little bit.
Miller looking to pass to Cannon. Cannon to Palamone. Palamone swings it to Miller. Miller to Cannon in the post. Emma Cannon going in with the post move, and nice two-pointer right there.
Yeah, beautiful work by Cannon in the post. Oh!
As Miller with the great defense right there on Hergenrother as it goes off of her. And Hergenrother having some words with the ref right there.
Yeah, Hergenrother wants a foul, and she's not going to get it, I don't think.
And with that last bucket, Emma Cannon now ties Hergenrother with the most points in this game. As Maynard passes it out to Koken at the top, to Miller, back to Maynard at the wing. Maynard looking for options, back to Koken on the other wing for three as it hits the rim and goes out. Hard foul by Izzy Palamone right there. She tried to grab the rebound.
Tried to just tip the ball out and ended up tipping the face of the offensive player. I mean, that's a pretty big hit there. Mackenzie Powell ate that one. Gets the ball back for her team, though.
Hergenrother to Polchinski. Back to Hergenrother to Murillo as Koken goes in for the steal, but ball passes half court, and it's Westminster ball. Hergenrother trying to set up some half-court offense for the Westminster right here. Looks like some screens and cutting.
Definitely some confusion on the offense.
As Emma Cannon just goes out and steals the ball and gets the and one. Great layup by Emma Cannon right there.
Yeah, and the foul's going to go on Hergenrother, but, man, I cannot believe that possession there. The offense was certainly confused. The bench coach calling for a lot of movement. Not much happening on the floor for them offensively. And then, man, what a steal by Emma Cannon and a great finish. She's had an excellent game today.
With that bucket right there, Emma Cannon at 22 and now 23 points on the game. It is a new season high for Emma Cannon. Polchinski still stumped right here with this Raiders press as she throws the ball away, but Hergenrother makes her best effort to get it. And that is a 10-second violation right there on the Westminster Titans. And that turns the ball over and gives it to Mount Union.
When it rains, it pours. Unfortunately, in Westminster, they had a really hot end of that third quarter and a great start to the fourth. But now it's all Mount Union.
As Hergenrother gets called for the – oh, never mind.
That's actually an offensive foul.
It's an offensive foul.
But coming into this game, Emma Cannon averaging 10.3 points a game, certainly going to improve that average score with 23 tonight.
As that foul was on Corinna Maynard, her first of the game. Maria looking for a shot. As she's driving the lane, it gets off of Madison Hensley. She steps into the pass, and it goes off of her. Still Westminster ball.
I really think that we're only going to see Mount Union's key players for a few more minutes, and then you're going to see the subs coming in.
Hergenrother with the ball to Murillo for three as it hits the rim and goes out. And Powell kicks the ball as it was coming down. Mount Union basketball. Meach inbounding to Maynard. As she surveys the court. Double screen right there. And it is a offensive foul on Mount Union.
It's going to be on Maynard for putting her forearm out there against Bergenrother.
Maynard's second.
Or Hergenrother, excuse me.
Maynard's second foul of the game. As Jenna Ruppert comes in for Izzy Palamone and Emily Hess comes in for Lindsay Bell.
Man, I really am impressed with how physical Hergenrother's played today. She's having one heck of a game as she gets out in space against Maynard again.
And Hergenrother going back to midcourt, trying to get something going for Westminster. As Emily Hess is called for the illegal / moving screen on that.
Yeah, definitely a moving screen there. Maynard was caught up in it at first, tried to go around, and Hess kept moving. That's going to be a penalty 10 times out of 10.
As Emma Cannon gets the ball from Maynard. Gets a screen from Ruppert as she pulls up from the free throw line in for an easy two-pointer for Emma Cannon, now at 25 points for the game.
Yeah, Emma Cannon has been absolutely automatic tonight, not missing about anything. Ooh.
As Meach is going to get called for the over-the-back right there. And that will put the Westminster back in the bonus like they were in the third quarter. And Riley, if there's only just under 7 minutes left to play in this game, but if Westminster is going to try and get back into this, these fouls and foul shots are very crucial for them.
Yeah, I think that they have to hit every single shot from here on out, really, if they want a chance at coming back in this one. Just 6 minutes and 49 seconds left.
As Murillo hits the first free throw, going out for her second. And that is also in. As Westminster makes a substitution, Lindsay Bell in for Mackenzie Powell. As Sarah Meach inbounds the ball for the Purple Raiders. And Corinna Maynard taking it down court. Gives it to Meach. Meach looking for the pass inside. Back to Maynard. Maynard driving to Hensley. Hensley for three. And it's just off the mark. Emily Hess with a nice rebound. Jocelyn Jonda with the ball.
I like that shot from three, even though it's a miss. Emma Cannon standing right in front of her own teammate.
Trying to create some space right there.
Catching a screen on not one but two players.
Lindsay Bell with the post move could not put in the shot as it is called for a jump ball between Hensley and Murillo.
I will say Westminster doing a great job on the offensive glass today. Their offensive rebounding has been excellent, fueled by Bell, Murillo, and number 32, trying to find it. Can't find it. 42, excuse me, Emily Hess.
Koken. Now Maynard on Ruthenbarger. Missed shot. Mount Union with the rebound as Koken tried to throw it off Emily Hess, but could not get it, and Emma Cannon comes down with the rebound.
Pretty clever play there. I think she was stunned to see that the ball didn't just bounce off her legs out of bounds.
Cannon to Maynard. Maynard to Koken. Koken on the wing, looking to pass. Passes it back to Maynard at the key to Ruppert. Ooh, nice pass inside by Ruppert to Koken to Ruppert. Ruppert for three, and it's in!
What
another three-pointer from Mount Union. And that brings them up to a total of 11 three-pointers in the game, Riley.
Yeah, Repart with a nice shot there. A post player leaking her way out to the three-point land. And good defense there to cause the miss, too.
Koken with the ball. As she's open for three, takes it and misses. And it looks like it is going to be a foul on Emma Cannon.
And that would have been absolutely absurd if they hit that three-pointer, too.
Emma Cannon's second foul. Westminster Titans in the bonus, so they get to shoot two. And, Raiders up 22 points with just over 5 minutes left to play in this game. As you see a bunch of starters getting subbed out, and a lot of those players that contributed big time, like Emma Cannon right there, finish the game with, well, not finish the game, but she has 25 points.
Yeah, I think she will end the game here. I think that that's the final substitution. We'll see all the starters finally taking the bench.
As for the Raiders, there's Devonna Nash, Gretchen Koken, Maddie Miles, Katie Clark, and Jenna Ruppert. But both free throws go down for Westminster as Nash takes it up the court to Miles. Miles looking to pass. No one open as she dribbles. Breitbart fakes the shot. Gives it to Nash. Off the handoff. Nash looking to do something here. Koken to Miles. Miles passes it to Nash. Nash takes the shot off the rim as Clark gets the rebound to Miles. Kicks it to Breitbart. Back to Miles on the wing. Koken calling for it. Goes in for the easy layup right there. Nice call by Gretchen Koken.
Yeah, fantastic. Using her shoulder to keep the defender on her backside and then catching the ball over her head for an easy layup. Good call there by Koken. You're 100% correct, Davis.
Katie Clark sticks her hand on the ball right there, knocks it out of bounds. Still Westminster ball. As Gretchen Koken comes out of the game for Madison Haywood. Polchinski with the ball off the inbounds. Looking to set up something as she tries to pass it to Davis. Davis gets the ball, passes it to Bell. Bell for the two, in for Westminster. Nash going up the court, trying to call a play here. Gives Haywood a wide open three, misses off the front of the rim. Breitbart with the rebound. Trying to post up, Miles on the wing. Gets the ball, drives in the lane, kicks it out to Clark. For three, hits the front of the rim and out. Breitbart gets blocked, gets the rebound, gets her own rebound. Miles for three, and it's in! Mount Union hits another three-pointer in this game, as that is their 12th.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of fantastic looks from deep, and man, I thought Haley Haywood was going to have one herself too, but just a little bit short. She's been close on every single one of her attempts from three tonight. But man, I don't know that I've seen a performance this good from the three-point line in a long time. Mount Union's women's basketball team putting on a clinic today.
I would say out of all the games so far Mount Union's played, this has definitely been up there with one of their best. Looking at the three-point percentage, they're at 56.5. I mean, you can't half their shots are going in, more than half.
Yeah, I mean, not many teams that shoot over 50% from three for a game and have shot as many threes as this team has lose their game. Mount Union definitely riding the hot shot from three today for the win.
And on the season, Mount Union, like we mentioned earlier, only averaging 22.5% from three. They're also shooting 43% from the field as well, which they only average 32.5 as well. So Mount Union putting together a complete offensive game today.
Yeah, and this might be something that the team feeds off of going forward. One offensive performance can light up the rest of the season.
Polchinski, nice jumper as Nash tried to get that steal, but went just a little too early. As she drives up the court to Miles. Miles trying to get some driving in. She passes it to Nash. Nash takes the three, misses it. Davis with the rebound to Polchinski. Polchinski driving as she tries, makes a good spin move, but stops her dribble. And the ball gets thrown away. Haywood. And it's a jump ball. And it's going to be Mount Union basketball.
Great play by Haywood. I mean, that's the second really big jump ball that she's caused in this game today.
As Nash takes it up the court. And she passes it to Katie Clark. Clark on the wing to Haywood at the top of the key. Back to Nash.
I was waiting for her to pull the trigger on that three.
She was open on that three to Miles. Back to Haywood. Haywood looking for her options as she drives the lane in for the layup. Misses the shot. Ruppert gets the rebound, but she doesn't go right back up with it even though she was wide open. A little bit confusing right there as the whole Mount Union bench looked at Jenna Ruppert and said, why didn't you go up with it?
Yeah.
What was that? But it looks like a few substitutions are being made for Westminster and for Mount Union.
That'll come with time, though. Jenna Ruppert, just a freshman on this Mount Union women's basketball team. She's gonna gain the confidence and the ability to go up with it right after she gets a rebound in due time.
It looks like number 2, Ava Scroggs from Massillon Jackson High School is in for the game for the Purple Raiders. And so is Angela Vittantonio as well. As number 30, Shauna Blake comes in for Devonna Nash. And it looks like Westminster, Vincent is back up on the court for Westminster as well. And a new player in this game, number 11, Abby Dickey.
And a great take there by Vittantonio as she draws a shooting foul. Vittantonio with a really good take to the basket there.
Vittantonio makes her first 3.
And another, so she cans both of them. Turn up the master volume just a little bit.
Vincent going up the court for Westminster. Kicks it out to Dickey. Dickey looking to pass the ball here. Gives it to Powell. Powell at the top of the key. Gets the screen from Elena Moore. Back to Dickey. To Jonda. Back to Dickey. To Vincent at the top of the key. Moore sets the screen. And for Powell, misses the jumper. Vittantonio with the rebound. She takes it down the court. She looks, sees Shauna Blake, and she is tied up for the jump ball.
And the jump ball goes to Westminster on that one. Jocelyn Jonda able to wrestle that away.
As Vincent takes the ball up yet again for Westminster. Passes it to Moore. Moore to Dickey. Dickey looking to pass to Powell, to Jonda. Jonda for 3, misses, air ball, and rebound.
And a lot of these
Scroggs.
shots tonight for Westminster on target, but just a little bit short.
Vittantonio passes it out. Haywood for 3, hits the rim and out. Vittantonio with the rebound again, as Jonda pokes it free, still Mount Union basketball.
Mount Union is probably going to try and drop one of these three-pointers again for Haley Haywood. She's one of the last players left to hit a big 3, and she's been so close all night.
To Blake, to Miller, to Vittantonio. Little hook shot, misses off the front of the rim. Rebound by Westminster. Vincent taking it up to Jonda. Jonda passes it to the cutting Vincent, and it's a nice block by Miller right there for Mount Union.
Yeah, Coletta Miller said, get that weak stuff out of here. Easy rejection for her coming from behind.
As Westminster inbounds the ball to Vincent, back to Kinsey Powell, back to Vincent. Screen by Moore, passes it back to Powell. Powell drives in, hook shot, misses.
And another
as Moore
block.
got the rebound, and she gets fouled.
Yeah, they're going to call that a shooting foul on Haley Haywood, but I disagree. I thought that was a little bit clean. She's going to end up going to the line.
Moore trying to put up some points for the first time in this game.
This next possession for the Raiders is probably just going to be dribbled out as there's only 19.6 seconds left, so the shot clock is officially off.
Moore gets in the scoring column with her first bucket and misses the second free throw. As, like you said, Riley, they're probably just going to dribble it out here. You know, it was a good game by Mount Union today. They shot the ball really well, and it definitely is one of the better performances they've had so far this year.
Yeah, we'll see if somebody gets open for a last-second shot, and nope, they're going to dribble it out. And so Mount Union women's basketball takes a victory against the Westminster Titans at home, 78-58. A great showing in Timken Gymnasium and the McPherson Athletic and Academic Complex.
And when you look at this game, Riley, obviously there's one thing that points out to you, and that's the three-point percentage.
Yeah, absolutely. Not only that, but Mount Union, they dominated across the board today. They shot better across the board. They shot their 3 points well. Not only that, but they ended up with the lead in rebounds as well, 45-36. And it seemed like Westminster had a really huge game on the offensive rebounding side of things. Their offensive boards seemed a little more dominant than Mount Union, but looking at the final stats, Mount Union with 16 to Westminster's 11, that shows you that Mount Union just quietly had a dominant game across the board.
And, I mean, another stat just to look at really quickly, Mount Union this year for the women's team, not the best free throw percentage team. Struggled quite a bit, but today they shot 9 for 10 from the free throw line, 90%. Really good. And Westminster actually shot 19 for 22, so they also had a good performance. But like you said, Riley, the Mount Union women's basketball team wins today against the Westminster Titans, 78-58. Westminster's next game will be at home in New Wilmington, Pennsylvania against Shenandoah. And Mount Union's next opponent for the women's team will be Mount Aliosis on December 29th here at the McPherson Academic and Athletic Complex on December 29th. There's no time set for the game yet, but it will be announced whenever it's happening.
And before we log off here, I think we have to highlight the obvious player of the game for Mount Union. I mean, Emma Cannon just had a massive performance today. Trying to find her stat line. Here we go. Emma Cannon finished the game 10 of 15. She was 3 for 3 from 3 and 2 from 2 for the line. She had 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, and she finished with 25 points on the day. What an insane game. Her player efficiency rating, officially a 31.0 on this one. You can't get much better than that. Emma Cannon lit up the stat sheet and definitely secured the win for her team in this one.
Yes, sir. Riley, thank you for joining me on this very fine Saturday afternoon. I know basketball isn't your forte, but I appreciate you coming on with me. And next time, you'll get Jacob back as your play-by-play announcer. Don't worry, I'll be color again. But I appreciate all of you listening. And as always, have a great rest of your day, and good night.